Hey, welcome back. This is Jack. Hope everybody's doing well. Button right here. There he goes. Did his job. Y'all don't need to be seeing my desktop, seeing what's on it. I want y'all to see the porn games I got hidden on there. There isn't any. Oh man, I slept a lot. I can't even explain why. I just got I just was so freaking tired and I just conked out. Like I went to bed real early last night and then I just slept. Can't even explain. But yeah, right now, like I'm probably am gonna do some Elden Ring. No promise on anything else really. No promise on how much of that's gonna be Elden Ring. There's gonna be some other games tossed in there. I didn't play Overwatch last night, did I? No, I played with Gothic and then bed. But no, I want to get better at Overwatch. I'm almost done with the season pass too. So I get the Kiriko skin that I've been wanting. I did want to give Valorant, and I got some news stories I want to talk about. Like I played Valorant like about the time it first came out, before it was like really known. Um, or before it was a common thing. And I was like, "Hey, I'm playing. I'm doing things." My cat's behind. A couple other big things that are going on today is he's getting a new cat treat today. I ordered one a little while back, and it's finally got almost here. Like it took forever to get here. So I'm gonna be getting it, assembling it, and he'll be like, "I got a new cat treat," and it's gonna go like right behind me. The current one that's there is gonna go in my room. So he's got a perch that he can just stare down at me and judge me. I think the new one's shorter than the old one. Because he doesn't like just doing it. He can do it, but he doesn't like doing the straight super high jump that he can do. Um, so yeah, that's one thing that's coming into me. I got a 3D printer coming in finally. Somebody contributed to me getting a 3D printer, and it was most of it. So I was like, in order, and that's gonna go over on my second desk that's over there. Um, and I'll be able to do stuff. But the thing that came in yesterday that I was really excited about. This. This. I got this. I got this. It's basically a D20 Dungeons and Dragons Dark Souls game, and he's geek at. He came up behind me, and it's actually really good. It's got enough of the Dungeons and Dragons side that you look at it and you go, I know what that is. I know what this is. So you don't have to learn like too much. There's a couple things you look at and like, is there actually even rules for that in Dark Souls? Like, is there a situation where this would come up normally? But as a DM, you can make almost anything happen, so it works. And there's a decent amount of rules for traps, of course. But then they have something that they did tweak that really caught my attention. That's different, and this plays into a larger theme to the Dark Souls story. So I'm going to tell it from the beginning. One, there is no health in the game. Your character does not have health, and you're like, okay. Your character has what's known as, I think they use the word position. Explain. Your character is undead from the beginning, just like in Dark Souls. Just like in Dark Souls, your character is undead. So why would an undead have health? Like an odd thing to think about. And not to mention, the game actually even sets it up that if a player dies, they're not perma dead. They just respawn at a bonfire. So that right there changes the dynamic of a game by a lot. You can make a boss legitimately challenging and not worry about they can only beat them if they have okay dice rolls or phenomenal dice rolls, because they can always come back. And also the leveling system's unique in its own right, but we'll get to that in a second. Now your position is not just for your health though. It also allows you to augment your die roll. So for instance, if you want to increase the damage you did, you have to sacrifice a minimum of 5 HP to increase the damage by 5, and then it's 1 point after that. If you want to increase the roll you did for an attack roll, 1 HP for 1 point. You cannot give yourself a nat 20 doing that, of course. And then there's also abilities tied to weapons that will request you do that. Like, hey, pay 3 hit points or 3 position to do this. And that's a really cool concept because that makes it an interesting balance between you having health and getting hit and you being able to be aggressive. And like that seems kind of weird, but it kind of makes sense. Because how many times have you played a Dark Souls game and you put your health on the line Yes, you do, because there is punishment for that. I'll get to that in a second. All right. And there are rules that they do suggest for also Heiko Walker. They also do give rules to suggest to do this differently. How you level is souls. How you buy things is souls. Split currency here. If you want that better weapon, you have to pay some souls. You want to level up, you're going to have to pay for some souls. And what happens in Dark Souls when you die and you're carrying souls? Lose them. Now, there are ways to bank them. And they say I didn't read if there was a limit to how much can be banked at a time, but souls that are banked cannot be used to buy things. They can only be used for leveling up purposes. Um so that does keep it there. That does keep it. And you can add extra rules to add further stress and punishment, and you could take it away. And you can only bank them at a bonfire. Now, how many bonfires are in each dungeon is entirely up to the DM. You can have one, just one, and it could be just before the boss or at the beginning. So they have to go through the whole fight again and to get to the boss. And they don't get to bank any of the souls they accumulate along the way. And they don't get to refill their Estus Flask because there's rules for Estus Flask in there. So no, it does keep a lot of stress of failure in there because you're going to lose all the souls you built up. And not to mention, there's actually rules for insanity in there. And most of the time it's just a temporary thing. But if a player rolls to make it permanent, remember the undead in Dark Souls, they don't die until they lose their mind, lose their humanity, what was left of it. So that's the whole thing behind the game, and it's really legit. And of course, there's no races, but there is the background, who you were before you died, and that plays a factor. Pull it up, and it's basically the same as if you were like playing Dark Souls itself, so it makes sense. Let's see here. You have the brute, the fencer, the jack of all trades, and the caster. Depending on which one you choose, determines your attributes, which by itself is pretty cool. You don't now, mind you, a DM like me could go fuck it. Everybody's rolling. I don't care. Or a point by system because once again Dark Souls, or once again D&D stuff. And then you have your classes. And yes, there is the Wretch class. The Wretch class can choose from anybody else's stuff as they level up, and they level up. They start the weakest, but they have the highest potential. And if I were to play in a game, not run a game, I would 100% play as a Wretch and just use the giant ass sword. Y'all know me. Because the great sword's in it. There are rules for Guts' great sword in here. Like pretty much any weapon you've ever seen in the Dark Souls games is in here, including Solaire stuff. I'm happy. I know Gothic. Yeah. The game really does feel well thought out. It feels like it'd be a lot of fun. But they do say the point of Dark Souls is it's meant to be stressful, it's meant to be punishing, not impossible, punishing. However, here are rules to lighten the load. And they do take into account that you're not going to go use their dungeon. In fact, they really don't give you dungeons. They don't give you maps at all. In fact, they straight up say the big thing about Dark Souls is there is no maps. So yeah, that plays a large factor in it. Although there is one person who's played in one of my games says I'm a very punishing DM, and I'm like, no. Like most people know I'm a storyteller, not a DM. I don't try to kill my players. He just so the story behind that is he was playing in a game where they were supposed to run from the big bat, they were meeting a very powerful antagonist pretty early, just to let them know the scale of things going on, so they didn't get too big for their britches too fast. And they were supposed to run. He did the right thing. He ran. You were supposed to flee to your ship. Another player fled to their. Actually, they were already standing on it because they found the ship. And then one of their players like, I'm gonna fight him. Dude just turned into a dragon, and you're level 3. I'm gonna fight him. I just cheated and had them teleport out. Like that, I cheated because it was actually story that was able to happen, but I didn't want to pull that card because I'm used to players doing shit like that. So I always have cards like that in hand when telling a story. So for some reason, from then on, he has this idea that I'm this very brutal, evil DM who likes killing players when I'm no such thing. I am a soft kitten. But no, the game is really legit. I I got a couple friends who are moving out this way, and I might still be able to steal Gothic, who lives on the coast, and then we'll probably run a game. I would love to. I'd have to do some setup work, like a lot of pre-setup work, and get my second camera set up for it. But I would love to set up like a table and take the camera you guys see right now, because it has an ability to face desk. Prop it up so it looks straight down at the like a board pointer. Because I just told you I'll get in a 3D. I got a 3D printer, and be able to do kitty cat. I'm gonna do that every time I see him, just to warn you. And be able to run a game that way. I feel like one of the things that's always bothered me when I run games, I don't feel like I ever pressure the players. Like the one time I actually tried to pressure players, I got people pissed at me, but that's a longer conversation I'm not doing on stream. But I would love to do that at some point. The only downside is the friends who are coming out this way and Gothic are camera shy. They do not want to be on camera, so I'd have to like accommodate that in the shot. Where it's facing down, I would be the one moving everything. They don't have to touch anything, and the only cameras face at me in the DM spot. And then they can. It just more comes down to if they're comfortable with their voices being heard, and I think they are because they've been in D&D games with me on stream before. The good news is if I did it that way, um, if I did it that way, if I did it that way, that means that players who are playing do not have to physically be in the room either. So, if they can't make it one day, or physically can't make it, or if I have some players who are don't live in this area, I can have them talking through Discord, and since they can see the screen, I can move things accordingly, and I can run some pretty decent D&D streams. All right. Oops, Sons of the Forest had an update. I am not, oh yeah, Pat. I thought I updated that. Yeah, it has a very interesting patch, but I'm not gonna try and do the patch because I'm streaming right now, and that would just yeah, it's not even that big. Y'all might it might get a little kafunky for a second. Oh, it's not even a download; it's just a patch. Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna get into just a little bit of Elden Ring, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. I can't. I grew up on some really weird music. Did anybody else watch Tiny Toons growing up? I think that's a very valid question to bring up. Did anybody else grow up with Tiny Toons? Because I remember like they had like their music videos they did, and that's probably why I like Aretha Franklin and shit like that because they played it. Also I know the song Istanbul, not Constantinople, Particle Man, shit like that because of them, because of their damn music videos they did for them. Hey man, Techie. Um, like I actually watched more Tiny Toons than I did Looney Tunes. Like I did watch Looney Tunes a bit, but I saw more Tiny Toons. So it was just funny. All right, for those who want to know, I have not beaten any major bosses, but what I did do is I'm able to now go to Moog's Palace to level up. That's not a big deal, just means I'm able to cheat level if I want to. Which is going to be rather helpful just because being a puncher can be rather difficult. So we're going to go pick a fight with a few things. We're eventually going to find a Drugan. I'm not going to do too much in the game because I know the audience did say they want to see me log into Kerbal Space Program for the first time. So what I'll do is I'll fight one or two bosses. We'll hop off this. I'll tell a quick story, and then we'll go to Kerbal Space Program. Does that sound good, audience? Unless somebody's got an objection to this, except for Mad Techie. Mad Techie would like me to get off right now and go play Kerbal Space Program. I'm oddly not hating how I look today. Like I do admit I could look better, but like I'm looking at the camera and I'm like, I'm not as ugly as I usually think I am. Feeling a little bit of confidence today. Might be fake confidence, but I'm feeling it. Oh yeah, and I gotta make a run into Stormvale. Woo! I has permission. So I grew up in Florida, and For some reason, there is a like everybody's got those jangles that they grew up with. Um, that they grew up with. Hang on. I was wondering if that would work. He's dead. He only got hit at the end because I was letting him. I wonder if I can put that on my guitars that I'm using. Anyway, so one of the things I grew up with is it was an auto repair shop, and theirs was if you're on a mission to fix your transmission, called Transmission World, and like that has always stuck with me. That's always been in the back of my head. Anytime it says something that rhymes with like mission or transmission, and I'm sure everybody's got something like that in their head. And I'm pretty sure somebody just had PTSD, like a repressed childhood memory, involved with that for some reason, and I just brought it out. Come on, get off the horse. There we go. But yeah, I gotta make a trip into the Stormvale Castle. Since I took the shortcut, I bypassed a lot of good loot that I want. Just specifically one or two things. Oh no, I've been hit again. I need to stop letting him hit me. Take a swig. Hey, no one asked you. There we go. I just heard one of those really weird horns. Oh! I do have a quick story. This is an update on something. I should have said this before I got to the game, but we're going to talk about it now real fast. I got that. I can do this. What button am I looking for? Here it is. So here it is. So y'all know about the fire alarm that's been going off like stupid early in the morning. It didn't go off today yet. It might go off in the middle of the stream, in which case I'll put us on break and I'll step out for a minute. But somebody may have seen a person, and I'm gonna have the email up. I'm not gonna let y'all see it because I don't want y'all to see the apartment complex I live in. So, and they said that the person may have been trying to start a fire, or let's see here. Yesterday afternoon, a tenant spotted a suspicious person in a stairwell with a lighter and a bottle of some kind of fluid. It is unclear whether he was attempting to start a fire or just triggered the alarm sensor, but he did run out of the building and away from the property when a tenant entered the stairwell. So yeah, so it may have been, like, it sounds like a guy may have been trying to start a fire. It doesn't sound good. Now, here's the thing. Please keep an eye out for a Caucasian male, average height, build, approximately 25 to 30 years old. Has long, light-colored hair, blonde or light brown, and was wearing a black jeans and gray jacket with a hood. Except for that last description, I fit that down the line. I have long, dirty blonde hair, or almost brown hair. I'm of average height, well, I wouldn't say average build, I'm pretty stocky. I wear blue jeans, not black jeans, and I don't wear gray jackets. So I'm like, I hope I don't get accused of anything. I didn't fucking do a damn thing. Here's proof that it wasn't me. They said they ran away. I don't fucking run. I saunter away. I stumble away. I don't run. Now, I'm pretty sure there's at least one person in my chat thinking, "Oh, I know how it feels to match the profile." Here's my other alibi. That involves me going out of my apartment. I don't like leaving. There's nothing fun out there. I went outside once. The graphics were good. The storyline was boring. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I was gonna go down this way. Well, I'm gonna do the Stormveil stoat first. No, I'm gonna go meet Patches. I haven't met Patches yet. Oh, something that's really fun about poison. You see these weird little things that are all over the place, and they're just annoying. They spit poison. Okay, I guess I need to do a poison attack. Never mind. If you hit them with a poison ability or cause them to be afflicted by poison, they explode. You don't have to actually kill them. Fortunately, my character's powerful enough I would kill them before it went off. We're going over here to meet Patches for the first time, which means I do have to pick a fight with a ghost. And I can meet Patches. Then I'm going to go do the Stormveil stuff, and then I'm going to go fight a dragon. There is a second dragon I'd love to fight, but he'd kick my ass just by looking at me, and I don't feel like dying that fast. The bloody finger Nergis. Well, I'm going to put my foot down on the subject. I didn't go that far. I'm going to put my foot down on the subject. Ha-ha! You weren't ready for me to put my foot down, were you? Ow! I wasn't ready for you to do that. This is not a player, by the way, in case you're wondering. It's actually the first time I've actually used that weapon. Come on, Yura. Hurry up and get here. Thank you.
If it isn't Nereus.
There, he's dead, which means I get his Reduvia. Which, if you're using a dagger build, is actually a pretty good weapon. Alright, so he's been beaten. Let's go talk to Yura. Because that's part of a quest chain with him. You fight a couple fights, and then you get his sword. And then later on, you can kill his revived corpse. Get his armor. You also get a cool double-ended sword, but... sword staff thing.
Just join. Well, I'm your tarnished. You stay the path. Just remember, don't let your mo. One last word. Stay clear. And it's as so. Stay clear.
Yeah, I didn't know he went here after, like, when I first played this game. I didn't know he went over there. I didn't know there was actually a quest chain with him. I didn't know what the fuck that whole thing was about. But it's basically supposed to be, like, a brief explanation about players being invaded. Like, it's a weird way of doing it, but it's a thing. Oh, he's got glowy eyes. Glowy eyes means you get bonus XP. I'm gonna go in here. Up. Oh wait, I went through all the trouble of getting this. I'm gonna turn it on. Look, I got a lantern. I got a lantern, and I can still punch a person. Oh, now I have to fight everybody. Shame. You could say that's a chilling response. Just so fucking unapologetic. Just like stomp my foot twice. And that ability's been nerfed. course, here's how Patches does his thing. Oh, look, I'm in the boss's room, but there's nothing here. Fair point.
Well, well, well. Thought you just helped yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You
There, now my character's at least wearing clothes.
The
I know I was wearing that leather armor earlier, but I like having light.
cough up your coin. All of it.
He's about to give up, so.
Wait, please. I surrender. White flag and all.
No, I'm not going to kill him because he becomes a merchant.
Well,
He
finally
sells
got
some
round
very
to it,
important
have
stuff.
you? I knew you would. You're a lady of reason, through and through. Well, what do you... Now, how did I took you for an innocent... Well, water run... True, I'm Pat tarnished, like, only for now. In exchange for...
God damn it,
honesty,
Patches.
frankly. So don't... I'll be ready to win...
Alright, there's a cheap way to do this part, and I'm going to do it the cheap way. Just unload and save back in. He'll become a merchant immediately instead of me having to leave and come back, which I don't want to do. I'd honestly forgot about that until you just mentioned that.
And welcome, you won't need a refund.
I need this book. Incidentally, he's got Margit's shackle, which is good for that first fight. It's legitimately meant to make it easier to fight him. You can use it, I think, 2 times. The third time it doesn't work, and what it does is it stuns him for a minute. The developers did straight up, and if you open that chest, it's going to teleport you somewhere else. Next to a giant rune bear. Rune bears are fun to fight, except for not. All right, now we got a Drogon to go fight. Let me go hit up the site of grace, and then we're gonna go fight a Drogon. I lied. No, we're gonna do one other thing first. Then we'll go fight the Drogon. There's a prayer I want to go pick up first. Oh yeah, I don't remember where to go. This one's gonna involve a bit of running around like a dumb person. So I do apologize for that. Oh no, there's a person trying to kill me. A lot of people. Really hope I don't die, because I really don't want to lose all those runes. Think this is the correct door I'm looking for? If not, this is one of the 2 places I needed to go anyway. Yeah, this is it. I remember the rats. Come on! Actually hit the person. Whole reason I use like Hoarfrost Stomp and the other thing. Purely. Just for like when I'm stuck like that. And I got my back to a wall. I don't know if I have another stone sword key, which is really inconvenient not knowing. Yep, that's what I needed. The Godskin Prayer Book. Now, there's 2 places I can turn that in. I'm going to turn it into the giant turtle. Oh, yeah. Forgot about this place. Do I have... If I have another stone sword, I'm already here. I can go the other one. Oh, I do. I have 2 more. I do the other. That one just gives me a whetstone. I forget what that whetstone does for me. But it's a whetstone. For those who don't know, whetstones allow me to modify my weapons a bit differently. A bit more different. There's a lot. Oh, not that way. Oh, yeah, there's a person right there. I'm not gonna fight. I have no. They are beneath. Plus, I killed their daddy. Oh, he's someone I need to be careful about. Aha! I went through the door. You can't follow me through the door. There's rules against that. There are rules. Ow! Do that. There it is, the iron wet blade. And that's actually a pretty good offhand weapon, doing a fencer. Ow! Didn't fucking see you, asshole! There's like a couple other secret things I could snag in the castle, but I don't want to. I'm not going to. Alright, I gotta make one side trip just to go so I can actually go cash in the book. So there's two places you can take the prayer books. There's the guy at the round table hold, but he leaves after a while. So if you haven't bought stuff from him already, it disappears. So the better place is the second place, which is the giant Pope turtle. Um, something going on in the news I was gonna like mumble about, like not a full rant, just talk about it a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, no, but I'm looking forward to eventually running a Dark Souls tabletop. In fact, if I do a live stream of me doing a tabletop game, it probably will be that Dark Souls, like legitimately. That'll get me to do it again. Now, how consistent or how often it'll be, hope for once a month. Anything more than that, y'all are lucky. But don't count on it. Just because I just don't know if I have it in me to like splurge and do like 50 million sessions. I used to be able to do that. I used to be able to like have a session like once a week, twice a week. I don't have it in. Mind you, it might be because I got burnt out just doing it over Discord all the time. Because that does play a factor. Because when I'm around people, I become a completely different type of DM. I become a lot more emotive and all that stuff. But when you're over Discord, like yeah, I can still do a lot of that with my voice and stuff, but it just doesn't have the same feel to it. And plus, there's just something different about because, like I always described it, around my D&D table, I can't promise like how far into the story we'll get. All I can promise is you're gonna be hanging around friends, eating snacks, rolling dice. Everything else is a bonus. Here's the Pope turtle.
Your ton. I welcome. I am my apology. Do you know how it came? Well, that is the shatter. It is here by the matter, and so the earth. Oh, was that you are free? I would so if you find it, unless in which case. Oh, what have we here? Very well.
And he can die, by the way.
Things.
Like he can be killed. That's the one I need right there, the Black Flame one. And I'm like one short on. But I won't need it for the fight. I just kind of wanted to make sure I had the ability to go get it. All right, we're gonna go fight a Drugan now. Here's another prayer I want to pick up at some. I don't know if I have the Archon for it, but it's basically like one of the few Scarlet Rot abilities. And this one, your head turns into a dragon, and you just breathe a giant breath of Scarlet Rot. Rubigs, Rubigs. I don't think I've ever fought any of the lobsters and crabs and actually won the fight. They're more dangerous to me than the Drugans. And you know, I'm saying the name wrong. No, it's Dragon. I don't care. They're a Drugan. Where the cult is? Oh, there's. There he is. Ow. Guess I wasn't ready for that. Is he bleeding? Not bleeding, that's not the word I was looking for. Is he poisoned? No, he is not. Alright, that's the word I was Did get hit by frost, though. Somebody died. To me, there's no reason to use the horses in any of the fights. Its sole purpose is for you to help you close distance and then hop right back off, because the horse can't dodge for shit. The horse can't dodge for shit. No, that's pretty much the biggest part. The horse can't dodge for shit. You get knocked, and your attacks are so fucking limited. Like when fighting the fire giant, just hop off. Like use it to close the distance with the fire giant. Hop off, smack him in the ankle. He goes to move, hop back on. I might be about to get into a boss fight. Nope, turtle's here.
Greetings.
Now that I have enough. Because if I want to, I'll go ahead and do it. Fuck it, why? Because I can go to Moog's Palace and get the XP needed like a couple seconds. Like once again, Moog's Palace is so fucking broken. Like it was unintentionally, and they've only made it better. Like they didn't care. Like all right, cool. I want to farm. Go ahead. And it's broken by two different ways. So if you've got a bow, they do. I have two. You can do this. See that bird over there? He is actually a very difficult fight. He is an insanely difficult fight. Under normal circumstances. If I can actually fucking hit him. God damn. There he goes. Under normal circumstances. He is so difficult, he is worth 10,000 XP, and you can do that on repeat. You can just walk over here to that, reset the fight, shoot him again, and you get another 10,000. That's before you take any, like, XP gaining stuff. That's not good enough. You can also kill all these things here, each one worth about 2,000, and they are rather easy to kill. Didn't mean to do that. Because they stagger incredibly easy. They stagger incredibly easy, give you a lot of... and they don't have a stupid high amount of health. Now I can level up and bring my faith to 17. What I need. Alright, cool. Now I have the Black Flame Blade ability. I also picked this up when I was running through, but I need... it basically just causes bleed, which I really don't care. Now, the reason why I wanted it is because it's a really good ability. It does fire damage once again, which I can only do fire damage when I want. But I have two different abilities. So I have the Black Flame Blade, which is a very fast-casting short ability that has a unique property in that it's kind of like a poison. It takes off like 1% of their health upon first contact. So I'll give y'all a quick demonstration. But it's really quick. Like it does not last long. They're going to lose health like that for a little bit, and it also does straight up fire damage. But unfortunately, the blessing does not last long. Against somebody like this, that's kind of pointless. Against bosses, very fucking good. You dodge, quickly throw it on, and then lay into them with it. It'll just constantly drain their health for a little. And now there are weapons that do this inherently. There's like the black knife assassin dagger does it. I'm just checking to see what my new Ash of War did. Oh, do that and start focusing on just Dex. But that would take away its ability to do cold. Wait, it's not doing cold. Yeah, cold's not its own element. It's magic. Oh, but it loses its frost buildup. Okay, I don't want that. I want that. Could do that. Because I don't need it to have... There. Now it doesn't do inherently fire, because that means I can still put black flame and all that stuff on it. But then it scales now more off of Dex. Woo! And if I find the other blessings, I can just start applying stats or elements like that, and then just and then respec myself so it's more Dex based. All right, I did what I promised I'd do. I got the couple fights I wanted to do done. I'm gonna quit. Return to desktop. My character now has dragon eyes. I think. Wasn't paying attention. All right, we got a couple stories I'm gonna rant about. I don't know if a package just got delivered or my cat's doing something. All right, here's one of the stories I was going to kind of talk about yesterday, but I ended up not. Gen Zers are now polyworking because holding down just one job doesn't pay enough or give them the flexibility they want. That means we're not getting paid enough with one job. They're making up terms, like they're saying right here, they're making up terms to explain why we are getting screwed over by the economy. Yeah, I'm sorry that I have to work Grubhub and DoorDash while also working at the 7-Eleven, while also working at McDonald's just to make rent. Not me personally, I don't have to, thankfully. I'm rather lucky in that regard. But there are people who do. I have family, I have friends who have to live like that. Like, it's just fucking bullshit. The other one that got me was like another weird term was job ghosting, I think was the word. And effectively, why is Keanu Reeves? Oh, it's because John Wick 4 just came. I see a star that I like's trending. I always think they died or something like that. I have to look. But anyway, the other one that was job ghosting, and the idea was that it's not that you just stopped coming into work. It's that you got a job offer, but you didn't answer them. You didn't respond. I'm like, that sounds like the time I put in an application and y'all didn't respond to me at all either. Sounds like the same thing. Or you were offered an interview and you just never show up to the interview. That's the other side of it. Like, y'all can fuck all shades of off. This kind of shit bothers me. You have the older generations who have all the power saying that, oh, these millennials and Gen Zers are like, no, y'all screwed us over. Fuck off. Unless we have that oncoming economy crash, which is on its way, I think it is. I ain't getting a house in my lifetime. Like, it's a myth. In fact, actually, one of the people said, you know why D&D's gotten so popular? You can work as a freelancer, you can have health care, and possibly buy a house. All right, did that story. All right. Oh, this is a continuation on a previous rant. So we were talking about religious fucking nut jobs and like how religion is not supposed to be mixed with government at all. Like, in fact, actually, churches are supposed to lose their tax-free status if they preach politics at all, and then they just never gets enforced. Here's one.
We thank you for this Donald
By the way, this is
Trump
from
you
TYT.
raised up. And Lord, even now we lift up a voice on his behalf, that you will cause your hand to come upon his head. You will cover his ears so that he only hears what you are saying. Your hand will be on his heart so that he only feels what you want him to feel. And I pray in the name of Jesus that as his enemies had dug a pit for him, that he would fall into it, that they will fall into it themselves.
It looks like MAGA is praying to God in heaven to keep their God in Mar-a-Lago out of jail.
We rebuke every witchcraft curse, vex, spell that has been launched against him, his wife, his children, and his enterprise. And we ask you to fill him with the Holy Ghost.
You guys are just a bunch of fucking cultists. And it gets worse. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you see there's a lot more of that. You have a lot more of these asshats who have a church following, and they're like, "Oh, no, it wouldn't." Because you are able to specifically file a form that says this church specifically loses its tax exempt status. You can go to a cathedral and say that one is preaching this, and only that cathedral would lose its tax exempt status, not all other Catholic churches. So it doesn't work that way. I do think like Joel Osteen and all the other prosperity gospel preachers need to fucking lose their tax exempt status once they pull in a certain amount and start building these mega churches and getting private jets and the pastors driving Lamborghinis. They fucking need to be taxed. A lot of people need to be taxed that are not getting taxed, but that's a larger conversation. And it's all about the linguism. Like, that's part of the propaganda that's put into it. What is the tax that you get when you die? Like, you die and you pass on your wealth or your property to somebody else. What is it called? Most people know it as death tax. That is not accurate. It's called the estate tax, because it doesn't kick in until you make over 6 figures. Unless you have an estate, you are the stately Wayne Manor or something like that, you don't have to fucking worry about it. The idea being that you made the money, so it's supposed to be dispersed back into the society. So when you're a billionaire, less of it goes to your kids, so that somebody else can, in theory, get that Pell Grant or whatever, go to college, and become the next billionaire or whatever. I don't think there should be billionaires at all. I think once you get to 999 million, you should just give a medal that says, "Congratulations, you broke the economy," and then you get taxed at 100%. So y'all know how I stand on it. Not even secretive. All right, let's go to something lighthearted. I don't want to be like a whole pissed off stream. Okay, there's a trailer that dropped I wanted to watch with y'all. So a new trailer for Lord of the Rings dropped for the Golem game. I said I was going into a non-depressing thing. Now we're going to talk about Lord of the Rings. That's pretty damn depressing, because this game's going to be garbage. I don't like everything I've seen about the game. I'm not interested in. Like, it just seems like bleh. And so we got a new trailer finally, and it's supposed to be coming out in like a couple months. I think it was September is the release date. This is the beta version. This video specifically came out yesterday. This is on IGN, so let's take a look. I'll tell you right now, I have no faith in this game. It seems like it's supposed to be a stealth game, especially, so I have no idea.
If you're anything like me, when you first heard that a game
Oh.
set in the Lord of the Rings universe...
I already stopped caring. If it's going to be someone talking over it, I don't care. I'm the only one who's talking over this shit. But yeah, like, I have no interest in this game. Like, it just... Why did I close that? Home tab open. Alright, but I just have no interest in that game whatsoever. You're playing as Golem, a character I don't care about. Golem / Smeagol. um they're going to be filling in a lot of content, and it just seems like a bad idea. And it seems like it's gonna be a stealth game, and I'm just not a stealth game player. Like, I've done Amnesia, which, by the way, I thought the VR version of that would be so fucking horrifying. Um, I've done games like that, but if there's like no mechanic to defend yourself, it's just eh. Because y'all seen how I do horror games. I don't run from things. I get very confrontational. Especially if y'all seen how I do Dead Space. All right. Let's see. Do I got any other story I wanted to really cover? Check Twitter to see if there's anything immediately I need to talk about. And then we're going to go to Kerbal Space Program. Oh. Apparently, the Resident Evil 4 remake is hitting off really good. It has currently the most concurrent players. That's actually in the news. That's something. All right. We're going to jump into Kerbal Space Program. Let's take a look. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to play Kerbal Space Program before I get frustrated on not knowing what I'm doing. We'll see. This is literally my first time booting it up. Period. I have not touched it. I'm going to skip the account for right now. Should have known there's an account thing. I would have handled that before stream. I hadn't even booted up the game once. So I wanted to futz around with it on stream. Anybody's shooting me stories I need to worry about. Counting Geigers. God damn. I really wish I'd done this off stream, getting it all uploaded. I'll just go back onto this, start ranting, raving. So one thing that's interesting, a thought to me about the Dark Souls game is that it doesn't declare when you have to do the story. Like, the only part that it kind of hints that would be impossible for you to truly run the story is like when Gwen is first finding the light, because your character is an undead, and then the undead plague didn't start showing up until sometime after the Dark Soul was found. Because remember, there were 4 souls found. There was the Soul of Light, Soul of Life, Soul of Death, and the Dark Soul. Magnus, and the Dark Soul was found by the Pygmy. Your graphics. Next time I do this, I'm just gonna set. We're gonna full screen. Apply. Accept. Cool. Now we're at full graphics. All right. I have a save already. No, let's just start now. We're gonna do Sandbox first, because if I do a career, that'll be a long running show, and right now I just want to learn things. All right, there we go. Spoofing things. This has got this thing called math in it. It's a scary prospect, but it's got math. I'm Gene Kerbin. Flight Director and your guide for this quick introduction. This is the Space Center. From here, you can manage all aspects of the space program. Feel free to have a look around, hold the right mouse button, and move the okay. I got that. I can do. Look at me. I'm doing things. Yeah, I'm doing. Unfortunately, because I don't have it full screened, it's being funky. Is there no option menu? Why is there no option menu from inside the game? There is, I'm not seeing it. Alright. Guess I'm gonna have to back up. Oh, it's in the pause menu. There it is. Let's see. Are you kidding me? I can't full screen it from inside the game. We're going to quit to main menu. Fix this. There. Because my problem was it was cutting off at the bottom, and yeah. I wonder if it'll let me just resume what I just did. Oh, there it is. Cool. All right. Now we're gonna try and do something. I'm gonna be horrible at this. Like I have, like Mad Techie and the others have like played this around me, and I paid no attention to them. Like I vaguely paid attention, but not enough of it stuck. So this is gonna be. Hang on. All right. All right. Oh, he's talking to me. I am Warner von Kerman. What's with all the German name? Chief Rocketry Engineer. This is the vehicle assembly plant. On your left is the components to construct your own spaceship. You can have a look around. It's really not as if it's oh. Got it. All right. So this is a lot. All right. So what we need, what any good rocket needs is a lot of boosters. You need a lot of boosters. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put, like, I don't know, 50 of them, like, right next to each other. Like, it's not letting me. Okay, that's not working. How do I remove something I've already placed? Nothing to reset. H you right. Okay, now I can actually rotate, so that's a thing. If I do this. Oh, okay, cool. So clicking on something and deleting it is a thing. Alright, cool. Wait, this seems like a Mobiga rocket. We're gonna put the Mobiga rocket. Alright, I can gimbal around. I was able to move you early. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put it right there. Alright, cool. Alright, I don't think that's enough rocket, but we'll go from there. Alright, we're gonna need fuel for this rocket. So we're going to put this fuel tank right there. Just a big ass fuel tank. And you know what, we're gonna need a fuel duct. We'll hang on, we'll get to that. Ability. Do what's in YouTube. Convertotron. I have no idea what this is. Nope, don't care. That seems like stuff that's gonna help people survive. Don't care. Mobility enhancer? Nah, we don't need ability. We don't need stability. With enough thrust, you'll get wherever you want to go. Alright, command and control. No, that's not what I want. Structural. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Strut. I'm gonna... Alright, we're gonna do a strut. No, that's... Control Z. Control Z! Alright. You guys are making this difficult. Alright, we're gonna go back to engines now. Can I zoom out? Okay, I can zoom down. Really weird, but okay. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see if I can put a second engine now. Because one's not gonna cut it. We both know one's not gonna cut I only have one of one each type. All right, then. We're going to play it that way, then. You're not helping. There we go. All right. I'm off that now. Okay, cool. Now it's letting me put a second one out. Or at least it's kind of letting me put out a second one. Okay, I see why it's bitching. All right, cool. You know what? We're learning. We got this. We got this. All right, it's time for the structural strut. We're going to strut our structural. Trying to put another engine. If I only accomplish one thing this whole stream, it's going to be to install a second engine. Cool. I got rid of that. Got rid of those. Great. I'm already making progress. I learned how to get rid of the glowy things. That is a very small thing. That's not one. Okay, hang on. Robotics, coupling. Coupling. That sounds right. Engine plate. Having some performance anxiety here. Put one of those. You know what? That's a good idea. You know what? Let's go mo bigger. Mo bigger. You know what? No, we don't need any of this. Let's back it up. Let's back it up now, y'all. One hop this time. I knew what I was gonna say. All right, we're gonna get another. We're gonna do this right. We're gonna be smart about this. We need. You know what? I like this one. It's got the aerodynamic. Oh my god! It's got the aerodynamic lines to it. Look at that. Look at that. It's got the aerodynamic lines because of the stripes on it. It's gonna be super aerodynamic, and we know this. All right. I'm gonna have to move you, engine. We're gonna move. No, I don't want to move the whole thing. Just the thrusters at the bottom. Okay. You know what? No, we're gonna start over. We're gonna start completely over. Go away, engines. No one likes you. All right. We're gonna do this again. All right. We'll start with the cheetah because once again, it's got that. Oh, no. I see better. I see better. That right there. There we go. We got the aerodynamic lines and everything. All right. You're gonna go right there. You're gonna go off to the side a little bit. All right. We're making progress here. We're making progress. All right. I don't know why. I don't know why. I want to do that, but I'm not gonna. So y'all see what I was seeing? Hang on. Let me go back. I can connect boosters like that, so it's just end over end engine, and I could probably have the thrusters pointing at each other. Just put a fuel tank on both sides, let them burn at each other. But even like that's dumb even for me. All right. All right, we're not going to do that yet. We don't want that fuel thruster just yet. All right, hang on. All right, let's go back down to utility. Who wants a crew cabin? I don't want my people to survive. Coupling. Okay, let's look at coupling. Engine plate. Hey, Jay. I'm being an astronaut. This quad adapter, so I might. Oh, I found it. We found it. We found it. Y'all are fucked now. I found it. I'm sending them somewhere. Space might not be it, just to let you know. I'm not exactly a responsible boss here. There. Got that quad 8 engine. We got that quad 8 engine. You can't top that. All right, now we need fuel. We need a lot of fuel because we're going to be burning these things. Hang on, I don't know if that's enough. Let's. There we go. There we go. You know, that doesn't feel like that's enough engines now. Now that I'm looking at it, doesn't feel like it's enough engines. I think we need more engines. Do we need more engines? don't like that this one's not snapping to it. All right. Well, you know what? That works for now. We got 4 engines. This I'm having performance anxiety because that doesn't feel. Hang on. I think I see a better one. Hang on. We're gonna get rid of that. Ooh, hang on. This might have been an even better choice. Wait, did you? Oh, that's gonna work so much better. Hang on. We're gonna. Hang on. This is so much better. Hang on. Okay, we gotta get the first engine out. Go away. Go away. All right, we're gonna put out the first engine. Why? Okay, there's one floating right there. All right, cool. Now let's go back to the fuel tank. Oh, there it is. Game. I did something. All right, there we go. All right, now I just gotta go back, and we're gonna get all 4 engines on. Oh, we might get a 5th one. What's going on in your life, Jay? Oh yeah. Won't break the space-time continuum with my 5 rockets. Won't let me do a 5th one. No, screw you then. Wait, I might be able to do something really stupid, and that's like 90% of what I do with my life. Hang on, wait, that's the quad rockets. Hang. Oh my god, there we go. There we go. How's that? Do I have enough engines? Do I have enough engines yet, or do I need more? All right. Now I'm gonna give it. It needs all the aerodynamic lines I can give it. There we go. Look at that. Look at all those aerodynamic lines. Look at that. Just moved, looking for a place to buy. Where are you at right now? If you don't mind me asking. If you want, you can just message me directly. Look at those aerodynamic lines. It'll fly perfectly the first time. All right. What's ground? Oh, this thing's not landing. I don't care. All right. No one's surviving this. There is no surviving this. Oh, nice. All right. Structural. What do we got in structural that'll be entertaining to put? We got adapters. No, don't care. Robotics, coupling, payload. Come on. Where's the pilot supposed to sit? It's looking like an arrow. Clearly! An arrow is the most aerodynamic thing humans have ever made. And don't research to say otherwise. If Swed was here, he totally would. Alright, I guess I gotta do a pod. Okay, command pod. There we go. There we go. There we go. I found the command pod. Let's see if there's a better one, but that's fucking hilarious. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. I feel less bad because this guy's gonna fucking die. Hang on. We'll do a little bit better. We're gonna do a little bit better. There we go. And then... there we go. No, we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Just put... there we go. It's a shower, not a grower. I feel like I'm gonna go to hell for this. But... alright, how the fuck do I launch this thing? I want to see how bad this goes. We're gonna name this one... Death Crap. Alright. Switch editor, cargo, crew. Jebediah? Say bye to your loved ones. You ain't coming back. You're taking a flight in the death trap. Alright, we're launching. Hey, Trickster. Just in time. You're about to see my monstrosity of a thing launch. It's probably not gonna even leave the ground. Alright. Make sure the space say bye to your family, you're never coming home. Alright. There is nothing to keep this guy alive once it leaves the ground. How do I fucking launch this shit? I want to find the button. Where is the damn button? I'm about to start getting frustrated if I can't launch this sumbitch. Yeah, I've heard it's good. Like, I'm really looking forward to see that. I actually might go actually might go out into the theaters to go see it. Where is this button? There's a button to launch it. I want to push it. I want to find this big red button. Push this big red button. Where is button? Looking for button. Wanting button. Is it because I didn't put enough thrusters on it? Is that why it's not giving me the button? There's no thrusters. I can't find the fucking launch button. Where the hell is the launch button? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I do something stupid? I'm taking emotional damage. Damage meter going up. I know the answer. I know it's wrong. We're going too slow. It's actually launching, but very slow. So we're gonna put the warp up to max. Come back here. Put the warp up to max. It's not moving. The warp's not working. All right, we're gonna put it back down. Why are you not okay, display staging. No. Display docking mode. Oh, okay. Display toggle map. Not what I wanted. Go away, you. I'll find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Find it. Find this button. I'm gonna find this button. Alright, hang on. Before I lose my shit completely, we're gonna look up how to launch. Hang on, we're gonna do this. Wait, no, I'm not gonna do a Google search from there. That's a bad idea. How to launch in Kerbal Space Program. Oh, okay. I found it. Where'd the game go? There's the game. Okay. Yes! We have liftoff! We have no way of controlling it. What's it left? But we have liftoff. I don't think I put enough thrusters on it. It needs more thrusters. Yes. Go! Go, my rocket! Go! It's going! It's going! Look at it go! I need more thrusters next time. More thrusters! More! All of them! Of course I can't. I get hit by copyright if I did that. Look at it go! This thing hasn't exploded yet. I don't know why. So long, Jebediah. You gone? You ain't coming back. Hope you said bye to your loved ones. You could at least made it to space, though. How is it not hit blown up from atmosphere? I need to know this. Like, it's almost out of fuel. I'm not turning it off. I'm just gonna let it keep going. Hey, it's made it to space. Yay! I made it to space. Look at that. I made it to space. Keep going. Bye, Jebediah. You're gone. I gave you no way of controlling your flight whatsoever. And he's out of fuel. I wonder if this is gonna fall back to Earth. I'm really wondering if this is gonna fall back to Earth, because that would just make it so much better. Look at that. Oh, he's in space. Look at that. He's still going, so it looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna put up the time warp. We're gonna see if we fall back to Earth. Let's do. Oh no, is he in stations? No, he's falling. Very slowly, he's falling. But let's watch. Hang on. We're gonna make him come back to Earth. I feel so bad. Like, I hate the fact that I just killed Jebediah, but I don't care. Look at the derpy face, though. I don't know if it's because he's like, yeah, I'm in space, or it's because his face is stuck that way from the damage of the G-forces. Oh no, he's not falling to Earth. I thought he was. I don't know how he's still alive. He's been up there for 100 and some odd days with no oxygen. I don't know how the fucker's still alive. All right. I'm gonna quit now, or I do worse things. I definitely am gonna be doing this on stream. I'm actually gonna try and play the game legitimately at some point, and then I'm also just gonna have the times where I'm like, I gotta shoot shit into space. That was funny. I love that. That was funny. That was funnier than it should have been. All right. Let's see here. Nah, I'm not. I got a couple other stories I was going to talk about, and it's just going to be rather depressing stuff. I'm not going to do that. Oh, but that was so funny. Deb and I like, I'm going to space. Yeah, you are. You're not coming back. Oh, I need some water. Actually, no, I'm going to drink a coffee. Yeah, I think I'll do a real stream of just me doing Kerbal Space Program Monday. That sounds like it's gonna be. All right, I'm not about to end the stream. I'm just taking a second because that took a lot out of me. Just like the excitement of like putting somebody in space and shit. That was great. Coming back alive. Like the first 100 launches are probably not coming back alive. Checking my alerts to see if any of my packages got delivered that I got out. Nope. All right. Because if like my cat's cat tree had come in because it's being shipped by FedEx, not Amazon itself, I 100% would just do a stream of me assembling it, and y'all get to watch me just lose my shit as I'm building a cat tree for my kitty cat. Somewhere busy doing cat stuff. No one knows what a cat stuff is. I wonder if anybody knows the answer to this. So there's a genre of. I'm not gonna play them because I'll get fucking hit from DMCA from it. But if you go into YouTube, if you go into Beat Saber, you have these people who legitimately are playing Beat Saber while streaming. And they're playing legitimate songs, like Smooth Criminal, for example. How are they not getting DMCA'd and taken down? This one has 1.6 million views, but it's still up. Like, what are they doing to like? Because I think that's about. Anyway, how are they getting their videos up and it's not being DMCA'd? Because I've played video games that happen to have big name songs, and it's like it's not protected under copyright. Get a better view of what I'm talking about. And it's not hit by copyright. It got hit by copyright. I was playing Forbidden Metal or whatever it is, and like it had some classic rock songs, and I got hit. But how are these people able to do Beat Saber and the music and it stays up? Is like, are the ones I'm seeing the ones that just happen that the creator doesn't care, or are they just not getting money from it or whatever? Like, I don't know. Like, I kind of need to look this up. And if I were to do videos like this, would I want to do it like them, where you just see me put into the environment, or would you rather see it from my perspective? Because, by the way, doing it from inside, like seeing what I'm seeing, is so fucking intimidating. Because sometimes the blocks will appear like just a couple inches in front of you, and it's fucking insane. But yeah, how the fuck are these people able to keep these videos up? Like, hell, Rap God's a good example. 13 million views. I cannot imagine this being an easy song, just because that's a fast song. He went to space. He stay in space. He not come back. And now I'm just talking about like doing Beat Saber on stream, because like the only way I can imagine doing Beat Saber on a stream or a recording is if I tell you guys the song in advance, and you guys I tell you guys the song in advance, and you like play it up yourself while I'm going. But I don't know if, like, that's really fucking stupid. Because the games I'd more likely play on stream, because once again, I do want to do VR streams. I'm actually gonna be working on making a scene collection for it. Is like, here's my collection of VR games. I can play Minecraft in VR, which is, it's a mod, but I can do it. Zenith is an MMO, a VR MMO. It's, people always say it's a wannabe Sword Art Online, but like, I'm not gonna lie, if you gave me the option of doing like a Sword Art Online thing, I would do it. Oh, you're gonna get stuck in it? I'd do it. Mind you, I'm in America, so the healthcare would get me killed, but whatever. Requisition VR, that's a good one. It's a zombie killing game where you can make whatever weapons you want, and it's just very interesting. Like, you can take a stool, put a bunch of knives at the end of it, duct tape a bunch of knives to the end of it, and stab people with it, and that's considered a weapon. The Troll Hunter game is interesting, but it's a little tedious. Wandering in Space is the one I was dabbling with, and then the fire alarm went off, so I haven't gotten back into it. But it's basically you're kind of like a robot. You walk around shooting things, and so far it's been kind of. Green Hell VR is interesting. I played the original Green Hell VR. It seems a little jank at times, but it's pretty cool. The Forest, oh my god, I love it. Even better when you got people. I did a I got some videos on here. You can see when I was dicking around with it. But I have my skull mace named Jeremy. I have yet to actually play Batman Arkham VR, but it's because it's like, oh, you need this type of controller, and I'm like, I'm not buying the controller. After the Fall is good. It's basically Back for Blood or Left 4 Dead 2, except for in VR. It's pretty good. I like it. You have to like, I want to have a squad for it. In Death is like another good one. But probably the best, one of the best ones is No Man's Sky in VR. Oh, that's a big update. I'll have to take. Because you can you're straight flying a spaceship, and it's really effing cool. So I do recommend if you do any VR stuff like No Man's Sky. Phasmophobia is good in VR, but once again, that requires you have friends. The Resident Evil 7 you're seeing down here is a mod that lets me play Resident Evil 7 in VR. It's not the actual one, so it's extremely jank. There's also one I got for Village, same thing, extremely jank. It's not the actual VR version that came out on the PSVR 2, which I was gonna buy. Once again, I was gonna buy it, but I was like, I don't see an incentive. I'd be spending $400 for a VR headset that has to be connected by cable. I just didn't see a reason. All right. What do y'all want me to do? We want to chill and talk. We got a game y'all want me to take a look at, because I'll jump back into Elden Ring, no issue. Or I'll jump into Neo too. Maybe even Wild Hearts, because Wild Hearts actually had 2 big updates. They got 2 new monsters. They got an even more flaming gorilla and something called a Grimstalker. So, what y'all want? Y'all are deciding. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Thinking back on it, I kind of wish I'd given that rocket like some way of steering so I could have it do re-entry. Watch it crash. I'm not a good person. Try to be though. Because I do need to start doing this game right here. It's actually over on Epic, so Strangers of Paradise, the Final Fantasy origin story. I actually need to finish it. Like I played like the first couple levels and I had a lot of fun, but then I just stopped. If I had a team, I'd love to play Evil Dead the game. Like at least one other person to play this with. Gothic's got it, but she's lame. Not here and she's lame. Enter the Gungeon's fun. Well, I guess you're about to see some gameplay of it. It's basically Monster Hunter. We'll jump into it. I haven't even like played it since or that last update even. See what happens. We'll jump into it real fast. You'll get to take a look. Play with a controller. Bright pink controller especially. Like if you have a bright pink controller, you do more damage. If you didn't know that, having a purple or a pink controller makes you do more damage in video games. You also do emotional damage. Emotional. I don't know if this. I think this has crossplay too. So if you ended up picking it up, we'd be able to play together if you wanted to. Because I'm always looking for people to go on hunts with. Dark Tide's another game. Actually, I might do that after I do a hunt in here. I might do Dark Tide. Oh shit! Restart. Yeah, the EA app crashed. Of course it did. So Sons of the Forest got an update recently that changed. There's a Dead by Daylight there's a Dead by Daylight Evil Dead game that's a lot of fun. You either play as one of the four. You play as either one of four survivors, or you play as the whatever you want to call them, something from the Necronomicon. It's pretty good. Like I had fun playing it back in the day, but I had no one to play with, and I just didn't want to play it without friends. Like Gothic, she played once or twice, but this is before she got her graphics card updated. So, so it was like extremely buggy for her, and it just wasn't working right. And then like no one else I knew wanted to play it. So I was, all right, I guess I'm playing it. So I still have it installed. I never uninstalled it. Kind of. Hang on. Let me pull it back up. This game right here. Evil Dead the game is all it's called. And yeah. But yeah, you get to run around and I got a squad to play it. I'd be playing that fucker on stream. It's a lot of fun. Like I legitimately have fun with it. It's been a while since I played it though, so they may have tweaked it in a way that I don't like. Mind you, I never played the monster. I never played the villain. I don't know why. I always played the survivor. I think I like being the underdog. Yeah, not even the EA Origins anymore. Like Origins still exists, but they immediately make you flip over to what's called EA Play. Like, okay, whatever. I think I need to do a video talking about the most obscene microtransactions in a game. Oh, I got a video coming out tomorrow on Coffee Over Gaming. It's going to be explaining what is the voice of all things that we do know about it. And then the other thing, I had a video come out Wednesday. If you want to hit it up, it talks about the idea of using AI, Chat GPT, and Chat GPT in video games. Like, is there a good time for it? All right. I'm not gonna do my archer build. I'm gonna see if I've got my got the skills to pay the bills. I haven't played this game in a little bit, so my timing on things will be off. There we go. All right. We're gonna do an easy hunt first, just because. Just because I haven't played in a little bit, and I don't want to. What are you? I could go fight Amaterasu over there. Interesting. I don't want to fight him. Let's go fight the boar. We're gonna fight the boar. He's an easy fight, especially because I'm playing like a low level version, not a high level version. So I'll be able to take a couple hits. So because I haven't played in a little bit, that's my defense. I don't remember how to do the katakuri correctly. I have a salad. Sorry, I just thought about that. I was like, fish. Wait, I have a salad waiting for me because there's fish in the salad. There's a connecting thought. I swear, I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Especially you, Nappa. Alright. How do I attack? Okay, square's how I attack. Triangle's that. Okay, cool. I just had to remember. Alright, cool. We're hunting a King Tusk. Yes, we're hunting a King Tusk. How do I sprint? Alright, pushing joystick. I'm crazy, but that's not the point. Yeah. Alright. Why is that there? I don't remember putting that there, but we're going to pretend it's always been there. Alright. And that's how I get that. Okay, cool. Whee! Whee! That worked. I don't know what I did, but it worked. Alright. Alright, Ghost of Nappa. Alright, that's how I do the deflect. Okay. It's a very important ability. I'ma smack you with my umbrella! Just got a bunch of boxes underneath and it's just throwing me off. Anyway. Wow, lag much? Every time he attacks, there's like this burst of lag, so I can't do anything. And unfortunately, this is a weapon that's all built on countering, so that actually makes a bit of a deal. I did that way too soon. Let's see if I can do this again. Yeah, pretty much. No one messes with Mary Poppins, though. Alright. You learned the hard way. Don't mess with Mary Poppins. Like, that's one of the problems with this game. Like, so the enemies will run once they lose a certain amount of health, but there's no minimum time in a spot. I've bitched about this before, but I'm gonna bitch about it again. So, I wail on somebody. Like, I absolutely wail on them to get my ability powered up. And by the time I got my ability powered up to use it, they book. And so the ability loses its charge. Oh, somebody's upsetty spaghetti. Oh, look at that pretty face. You're gonna make excellent bacon. Oh, somebody's a little upset. You know what, screw it. I'll do that. Fortunately, I can't use any of my special abilities because I don't have a charge anymore because he ran away earlier. This is just me, like, wailing on him. Oh, shit. I forgot what was the dodge button there for a second. Can I fucking lock on? Seriously. My character's like, oh, hey, there's that tree. Yeah, that's a good question. Would he be vegan? Would eating him count as vegan? Can I hit him? Like, I'm literally standing in his mouth and it won't let me hit him. And I'm stunned. I don't know why I'm stunned. And I've lost all charge that I've built up. There, I finally actually deflected something. Yeah, there's that weird little tick of lag randomly I'm hitting. And it's fucking pissing me off because I'm using a deflect weapon. And once again, like, I finally get my charge going and he's like, oh, I'm gonna run. Like, that's actually, like, legitimately one of the issues I do have with this game. And I was hoping that by now they would have done something about this. Reverse lunge. Alright, I know what I'm going to be doing next. Yeah, after this fight, I'm probably going to bring the stream to an end. Like, I think that's some adulting I need to do. I'll try and stream later tonight. Especially if I get, like, 3D printer slash the cat tree in. They'll get a stream of me putting it together. Watch me get upset. Alright, he's all upsetty spaghetti again. Oh yeah, I remember I was going to do something. And he's dead. Can't believe it did 1,000 for that hit though. Omae wa Shinderu.
Fatality.
I don't get to hit those buttons enough. So I was kind of looking for a reason to do it. Alright. It'd been fun. It's been 9, or I don't know how to say it. Oh. Alright. Hope everybody's been having fun. I hope y'all had fun watching me put a random Kerbin into space. I feel bad for Jebediah. Rest in peace. That's fine. I'm about to end the stream anyway. Hope. Yeah, well, can't wait till you get your place. Send pictures. I demand it. Anyway, thanks everybody for being here. Hope to see y'all in the next one. I'll probably stream. I'll try and stream later this evening. It will probably be doing Darktide because Darktide got a lot of updates. Get on the next one.